Smoking Underground at the lovely My Father Cigar Lounge and Studio here at 280 in Birmingham, Alabama. I am the Devonator, and this is the Garinator.
Welcome. Appreciate y'all taking the time out of your day to listen to two cigar freaks. We thoroughly enjoy cigars, and so with our passion, we figured we would share it with you. And glad you took your time to come aboard and do so. I think we're going to have a pretty decent show today. I think we're going to have a good show today, but it's going to be kind of different. We're going to go in another direction. So
another direction.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're not going to talk about Colorado, sun-grown, Maduro. We're not going to go that route today.
Well, I'm a little envious right now because we're not going to be talking about that.
Yep. I'm kind of turning green over here.
I know.
There we are.
And there's John, the producer extraordinaire.
Indeed, the amazing John, obviously. So
yeah.
Yeah.
So we're having a good time here. If you are listening to this via podcast at some point,
indeed.
hello and welcome.
Yes, sir.
We're glad you're here. Make sure to leave a review. We'd greatly appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
And do us a favor. I have a great new tip I learned from somebody online. You know how you get the random text messages and you know it's spam or they're sending you something inappropriate?
Yeah, right.
Send them a link back for some of this stuff.
Oh, that's perfect. Isn't that great? That's great, isn't it?
Like,
yeah.
I might talk to you. You got to go here and hit follow.
Yeah, that's right.
And then never talk to him again.
Next thing you know, we got Ahmed popped up there and then Muhammad. Well, hello, Muhammad. So I mean, I'm waiting on that. Actually.
There you go.
So
there you go.
Yeah.
Take the time when you get a what's up, Wally? When you get your car warranty expired,
yes.
talk to the person.
Do it up.
Tell them about it. That kind of thing.
Yes, indeed. Yep.
So how you doing, Gary?
Good. This week's been kind of a little bumpy. Wife's been sick. She's in the hospital, but I'll stop there. Other than that, it's been great.
Okay.
So
good.
We will let you call in.
Yeah, I know.
We have the Santana to.
No, I'm good.
Yes.
Oh, yes, that's right. This is true. I forgot all about that. Yeah.
Maybe this time we'll have Casey though.
Yeah.
Maybe it'd be nice if they were both here. That'd be good.
Oh boy.
Get them in the house.
Oh my.
In the My Father Cigars Lounge and Studio.
Oh dear. Yeah, boy.
That'd be a hoot. I probably would have to fight for attention, fight for space, talking power.
You count on it because that door would be open by that time and there would be a crowd standing right here.
That's right.
Ready to go.
That's right.
And this roof only goes up so high.
I'm doing pretty well myself.
Good.
It's been a productive week.
Good.
Had a little bit of a back issue at the beginning of the week, but my chiropractor is amazing.
Cool.
Got it all worked out.
Good.
So I'm feeling better. I'm not in pain, and I'm here enjoying some libations, some smokes, some good times, some great oldies, and picked up a new voice acting voice that you helped me.
Oh,
so.
Is it? Yeah. What is it? Is it Festus? Is that right?
Festus Coathead.
Festus Colt Head.
Colt Head. Yeah, I even pronounced it wrong. Oh,
Festus
Colt Head. So today we are going to be smoking a cigar, as you probably well imagine. And it is this beautiful, beautiful Candella wrapper right here. Do we have an image that we might be able to show closer up of that by chance? Or that you could pull up and later put on?
You're literally going to.
I can find you one here in a second.
Yeah, please do.
Here we are.
So these are some of the if you talk about novelty, these to me seem like novelty.
Right.
They're not, but they seem like it to me.
Sure.
I always love the smell of a Candella. It reminds me of green tea and pepper all mixed into one.
Oh, got a little matcha going on here. Okay.
I really like it. But tell us a little bit more detail about this Fuente Grand Reserve.
Oh, wow.
Reserve. Yeah.
Well, the of course, being Fuente is top of the line. It's good stuff. It's good quality, of course, and of course the Fuente, they like to do things right. Obviously,
Yeah.
you know, they've been around for a long time, whatever. But in the Candella sense, the Candella is a very light wrapper. It's not heavy. It actually has a little bit of it has. If you were to smoke it alone, the wrapper itself, if you were to smoke it alone, have a little bit of a grassy type flavor to it.
Yeah.
But it mixes very well with the filler on the inside.
It does. It very much does.
So Fuente tries to do about 3 years minimum on all their filler or all their cigars. And when you start getting up to, you start going 5, then 7, whatever.
Yeah.
So, but in this particular case here, the Candella, and of course, obviously you don't see it. So, but I wish you could see it, but it's a green tint. It's it's green. And a lot of folks start doing the green wrappers for, you got the looks, but also you got St. Patty's Day, and there's a lot of guys will come off St. Patty's Day and do the dirty hooligan, if you will. And then but this is one of the better, in my opinion. You can take that and buy a donut with it. But in my opinion, this is one of the better Candellas out there.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, and I'm about to be a little sacrilege, I guess, but my all-time favorite is the Camacho Candela.
Oh, very nice. Very good. Very good.
I'm very sad.
Yeah.
That's a sad face on that one.
Yeah.
I wish I could buy like 10 boxes of that because I loved it so much.
Right.
So
We're going to have a close-up, and I'm going to forewarn there's going to be a little hiccup in the feed.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
I'm used to hiccups.
All right. So we're going to light this thing up, and as opposed to using a nice butane lighter, because I love Candela cigars, I'm going to use cedar to light mine.
Outstanding.
Very
good. There it is. Very good, John. Looks good. That's what it looks like. That's what we're smoking. That is it right there.
Yes.
The old 858 Candela, and of course the 858. And anybody that don't know what the 858 stands for in the Fuente line, and this is just, I thought, throw it out there since we're smoking them, whatever it may be. The 858 means 85 for the senior. So Arturo Fuente Senior, you got 85, and they wanted it either which way you went, it was going to be 85 for that age right there. So it's 858, and that was anyway. Yeah. So anyway, that's what it was. His age. That's whatever it may be. Oh, gracias. Thank you very much.
Sharing is caring.
Yeah. Right. Let's see what we got here.
Nice, clean pull. Very light. I went with a punch today because I'm a big fan of punch recently. And now I am enjoying, as usual, a libation with this.
How and what are you drinking today, sir?
Well, so I took a dry pull on this sucker, a cold pull. You're going to burn yourself.
I'm going to try not to. Just call me Prometheus.
I took a dry pull on this, as I typically do when I'm selecting my libation.
Very good.
And this had kind of like I said, a green tea with a little bit of pepper. So it had a lot of natural kind of spice to it. So I went, I looked at a whole bunch of different ones, and then my eye settled on the Rivoulet liqueur.
The what?
It's called Rivoulet.
Rivoulet?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Santana introduced it to me when you were away.
Really?
And I got to try it again and meet, I think, the owner and operator of it. He was here.
Cool.
On that 280 event we had.
Neat, man.
And this thing is basically like drinking pecan pie.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I figured I'd mix the two and see what happens.
You just said that to a big one. I mean, you literally just said that to a big old fella that likes to eat, that likes a good libation, but the hard stuff I have to. But that right there,
I'm telling you, man.
There's
not many things. The reason I was telling a guy
boy.
outside, Mr. Gallagly, actually, I was telling him that this is something different because I like black coffee, Gary.
Nice.
No sugar, no cream, nothing.
Touche.
Black coffee.
I do as well.
So sometimes on the weekends, I like to put maybe some whiskey or put some kind of alcohol in mine.
Okay. Bailey's,
but I'm very
whiskey.
selective.
Okay.
Sometimes Bailey's,
Okay.
but not typically.
Okay, gotcha.
It's usually a bourbon of some kind because the bourbon's got just light enough of a taste
Gotcha.
to not affect the coffee acidity levels as much. So when we did that big event, the first class event, I think it was 2 weeks ago. Is that right?
Sounds about
Two
right.
Saturdays.
Yeah.
2 Saturdays ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They had Big Bad Breakfast here and they were doing, full breakfast. They had their coffee, which I got to try straight up black. It was good coffee. And then Santana walks up to me and goes, "Would you like something in that?" And I'm like, "Actually, I would."
Yeah,
So she goes and she takes that stuff and she gets a little bit of Rivulet. She put the perfect proportion in there. And I'm telling you, I got full on coffee, full on pecan pie with that alcohol bite to it.
Wow.
It mixed perfectly. And I'm really, very, very picky about what I mix with my coffee. As much as I like cigars, coffee's probably higher even than cigars are.
Oh yeah,
for my taste.
I'm
very
with you.
When it comes to
I'm with you there. I like good gourmet coffee myself.
So an additional story
indeed.
on top of coffee.
Yes, I'm ready.
I do the ordering for the coffee at work because we use like Red Diamond.
Gotcha.
And we have the cheapest coffee they have, and then I stepped up to one higher.
Oh.
Now, I keep buying the cheapest one, and I keep it right next to the coffee maker, and I call it the decoy coffee.
Decoy coffee.
Because the people who use it, they put all these creamers, because we got creamers and the pumps and all that jazz.
Right.
And I'm like, they need to use the lower quality coffee that doesn't taste as good.
Yeah.
Because they're not really tasting the coffee anyway. They're just putting their stuff in it.
Right.
And the good stuff I keep behind
there
the door.
you go.
And then in the morning we use that because
Right,
the other people don't come in and use it.
Yeah. Oh.
And it's actually saved us a bit of money because, no joke, to make that cheap coffee taste better,
Yeah.
I have to use a pack and a half, almost 2, to make it dark enough
sure.
to tolerate.
Yeah. Some concrete, maybe a little cyanide. Yeah.
Whereas the good one,
Right.
1 pack, nothing added.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
That's it. I heard one guy say, when it comes to coffee, good coffee, he said, if you add anything to it, it's like putting ketchup on ice cream. He said, it isn't. But so I agree with that. Yeah. So, but good coffee though.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I love me some good stuff.
Oh, Henry's?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a blend called Jamaican Me Crazy, I think it is.
Oh, come on.
And it's really just black.
Yeah, right.
Because like I said, that's all I drink it.
Sure.
It black is really good.
Right.
And that's what I'm looking for because you can, if it's not good black,
right,
when you add stuff to it, but if you're using really good black coffee, when you add stuff to it, it's going to be even better.
Yes. Agreed.
Foundation up.
Oh, yeah. Big time. And bean coffee comes the same way. Bean company coffee that's a really nice coffee there as well. I fell in love with those guys back around the corner around here when they were there. But
those cigars.
So in this particular case, this with a cedar light on this kicked it right off.
Yeah.
I mean, right off. I was very impressed with the cedar light on this because it emphasized it so much that it literally that little hint of cedar that comes through it anyway just emphasized it, which was outstanding. So it's got a little bit of sweetness now with a little bit of cedar to it. It's very good, and I can only imagine that right there tastes good.
So do yourself a favor when you're purchasing a cigar at Cigars and More.
Big time.
Grab some cedar and throw it in your bag.
Man, do it. You will. I'm telling you will not go wrong with cedar.
Not
I'm telling you.
At all. A little bit of cedar.
Go with it because I think you want to talk about another dynamic and another level when it comes to smoking a cigar. That right, do it. That and purging, both of those at the same time, very good. But in this particular case here, you were talking about Camacho.
Yes.
cigars. Okay.
I miss it.
Well, the Camacho Candela, let me a little funny story. Okay. So Camacho, of course, those of you who are watching this and you're getting into it, understandable. Just hang on for the ride, and we're going to teach you what you need to know. Blah blah blah.
Right.
So if you're a connoisseur, your cigar's pretty good. Okay, and you're talking Camacho. If somebody says Camacho, or if somebody says La Flor Dominicana,
right.
if you're saying those two right there, it's like saying Corvette, or Ferrari, or if you will, or the Ford Lightning. It's power. It's these guys know how to make flavor. They know how to make strength. And if you will, you got Lito Gomez, the LG, the La Flor Dominicana. He coined the phrase Ligero. Okay, so that particular phrase there is patented by him.
Right.
It's sort of a mini patent. He says don't use it. So basically, and all that is top of the plant. We're thick, and it's very strong. It's the strongest part of the plant, other than the medio tempo, which is a little flowery thing that goes on top. It's very rare, if you will, and very few cigars use that. There's very high line cigars that do that. Some Cuban type stuff. Anyway, we'll keep going. So anyway, the Ligero leaf, meaning light in Spanish, is a thick prime leaf. And if it comes from the very top, it's the thickest. Okay, as you start going down the plant, it goes from thickest to thinnest. Okay, because of the plant and the distribution of the vitamins. Okay, so anyway, what Lito likes to do is he likes to do the Ligero. He likes to pick off the Ligero and likes to throw it in there and blend it and make it nice and stout, strong. And so the more advanced cigar smokers can have a lot of flavor to their cigars, right? Mm-hmm. Well, Camacho does the same thing. Okay, so they just don't let a lot of folks know about it. But anyway, Camacho used to do the exact same thing. They used to make their stuff fairly strong. So, if you will, we're going to go probably back before the cigar boom, right? Okay, so as we go back before the cigar boom, we're looking at wrappers. The lighter they are, the lighter they are.
Right. Yeah.
The darker they are, the stronger or more harsh they are, right?
Yeah.
So you got some of these guys that come in and say, hey, man, I would like a light cigar. Well, you'd go pick one out and you'd light it up and it would be a light cigar. And the Candela has the reputation, if you will, to be the lightest cigar in the industry. It's got that reputation. If you see a green Candela, it's going to be as light as it can get, right?
Right.
Not with Camacho.
No, that's what I loved about theirs. So
Camacho, I have seen more than you can count. People come up and say, you know what? I see that green wrapper there. That means light. And they reach down, they get that Camacho Candela.
And they go, woo!
Yeah, and they light that thing up. And when they do, it is another gear, man.
Camacho, yes. Could you please make that cigar again, please?
Yeah, they actually make a Connecticut now that is just pretty stupid. It's good.
Yeah, I like their Toro.
Yeah, yeah.
That's one I've been.
In my opinion, My Father. To be honest with you, the My Father and the Camacho Connecticut very similarly. I mean, they taste very, very similar as far as flavor profile goes.
I just got a good hit of pepper off of this, and I'm loving it.
Nice, very good.
Because if you're not used to smoking Candela, you're going to get that hit, and you're going to go, "Is there something wrong with this cigar?" And after a while, and I would encourage you, if you buy one, buy two. Just go ahead and buy yourself two of them at the same time.
And yeah,
because you're going to get through it, and you're going to be like, okay. And then next time you try it, you're gonna have listened to this, either watch us or listen to some podcast, and you're gonna. He just ashed. I saw that. That made a thud too.
It did. That was a big old boy that dropped right there.
So you'll be smoking it, and then you'll start to taste that spice that I keep talking about.
Nice.
And you're gonna start to identify it. You're gonna start to enjoy it, and then you're gonna realize why people like Candellas. I've even got right now a little bit of spice on the back of my throat. That's sitting right there. Because you always get flavors all over your mouth, all over your tongue, back everywhere. That's the great thing about smoking cigars.
Right.
Candellas leave a different one than all the rest of them.
Right.
And that's the reason they're still around.
Yeah.
That's the reason they are as famous as they are, and people sometimes prefer them over everything else.
Right.
I remember when I first started smoking cigars, I wouldn't touch a green cigar to save my life. Wouldn't do it. I thought it was the dumbest thing I ever did.
A bit odd, as you're coming into the,
But I read, strangely enough, for anybody who likes history, that JFK smoked Candellas. That was his cigar of choice.
Nice. Very good. Yeah. He was also a Corona guy too.
Yeah.
He enjoyed the good Corona type cigars.
Yeah.
About 1,500 boxes whenever he closed the border. He just says, I'll take those. Thank you. All right. You can pull the lock on that now. Don't mind. Don't mind at all.
He doesn't have an opinion about that or nothing.
Yeah, not at all.
This discussion may lead into something else.
Yeah. But as far as the Candella wrapper goes, it's basically, as you see, it's green. So it's the particular leaf is plucked off the vine and it's hung in a barn, but it is not. It doesn't go through a fermentation process like a lot of the leaves do. And what they do, of course, is it hangs, it smooths out, and then they wrap it. They go through it and wrap it. And the chlorophyll is still in the leaf, so it doesn't dissipate. So it's not as sweet as it would be with a Maduro or Sungrown in Connecticut. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
Well, I was reading somewhere that they have to almost superheat them to get them the way they are. And immediately cool them down, and that manufacturers love them because they're the quickest one to make.
Nice.
So that's to our advantage.
Yeah.
And who knows if some of this cigar stuff that John's been telling us about with legislation comes down, may have all that trouble. Candella's maybe the only thing left because it'll be the fastest thing to push out.
Good grief, man.
Since we just had the cigar boom and everybody's out of cigars, why don't we have a humidor full of Candellas? I just absolutely love them. Always have loved them.
That's a good idea.
Go green, y'all.
Go green.
Yeah.
Go right on. There you are.
Going green.
Right. Yeah.
This is my version of going green. Right?
Yeah. Burn a tree, save a cigar. Right.
That's right.
So that's yeah. But yeah, try this because I think you'll thoroughly enjoy it. Even if you're a novice or you are a veteran, give it a shot, man. I think you'll thoroughly enjoy it.
Somebody comes into the store, Gary, and they're like, I'm just getting into smoking. Could you pick me out 4 cigars? I'm obviously going to pick out probably 2 Connecticut's from a variety of different companies.
Right.
I'm going to pick out probably a Hemingway. I'll just go ahead and name drop that one as the third one.
You go, boy.
Because that is, in my personal opinion,
bang,
the classic cigar. Taste, smell, look, everything about it is
out the park.
The classic that you hear, you look, you've seen in movies. That's
big time.
Now,
big time.
I'm going to add a Candella to that.
And
I'm going to tell them smoke it last.
Very good. Okay.
Because you're going to go through all this stuff, and then you're going to go, what? And if I can convince them to do a 5th one, I'm going to say get 2. Because why you'd get 2, just as I said before, you're going to taste something weird or what you think is weird. And then when you hit the second one, you're going to go, yep, got it.
Nice.
Got it.
Very good. That, that's sounds right. Sounds good to me. I'll go with it. What the heck?
What about you, John? What are you thinking about this cigar?
Yeah, what are you, John?
Like I said, I've always enjoyed Candellas. I don't know why. I would imagine Gary put me on them. So everything cigar-wise is Gary's fault for me.
Yeah.
But I've always thought him a nice, smooth cigar. I don't necessarily take them as the lightest thing in the world usually.
Yeah.
And I usually find a hint of sweetness to them. I mean, and I even though they're not supposed to, I just find them a very enjoyable cigar. Of course, I'm attention seeking in that, and talking about a green cigar is always good point of conversation.
Big time.
I've been the 858's probably the one we stock the most, but
it's the healthier cigar.
I do have like the Illusion Candela in my boxes at home. I've got a series of the Alec Bradleys, the Dirty Hooligans.
Oh, yes.
I never did get an opportunity because Cigars and More 280. Harris, I'm talking to you.
There it is.
Never got the Camacho Candela here. That was kind of
we had boxes of them at Trustville.
It was a kind of a Trustville thing, and they went out the door at Trustville faster than they.
If I had known
Yeah.
that was going to be the last run when we got that last shipment in,
Yeah.
that was probably a year ago or more. We probably got like 4 or 5 boxes, and I told Doc when he was working there at the time, I'm seriously considering buying a box of these. He goes, "You better get them." I'm like, nah. And then I was like, you know what? I'll wait for the next shipment. And that's when I heard, and I went, you got to be kidding me.
Oh, Lord.
Because I would have been like, you know what? Charge card. I'm buying 2 boxes right now.
That's it. Yeah.
Because I'd probably still have those today.
That's one thing. Cigars properly treated don't go bad. Somebody said something to me this morning. Oh, we're talking about computers. I go, nothing lasts forever. A cigar will if you take care of it.
If you treat it properly, it's good. And I tell you another thing too, as far as the Candela goes, what some companies have done is they've integrated another wrapper with this, which is kind of neat. It's kind of funky. It's kind of fancy. So they'll take the Candela and they'll mix a Maduro in with it, and it'll make it what we call Dos Capo or 2 wrappers. That's what it means. So. And they'll do that. There was a company out there, and I think I mentioned this on the last episode. I think their name is Primo del Mar. I think it's called, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, and they did 5. They did 5 wrappers on one cigar, but they used to do that on the Candela. They would do a Connecticut, Candela, and a Maduro. Beautiful, man, beautiful thing, but a lot of complexity through it. But in my opinion, I think this right here is just right. This right here is good.
Yeah.
Just a minor amount of spice. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But
you need to purge yours because I just did it with cedar and it is even better than when we
Really?
first lit it. Yes.
oh Lord,
I do want to
cedar.
want to say that you can stop by any of our shops shown here on the screen now, and you can try to get a Candela. We don't always have them in stock.
That's
so
true.
when you do see them, it's always advisable to pick up 1 or 2, so maybe 3 or 4, so that you don't run out and you always have them. Or, of course, if you're watching this and you're not in the Birmingham area, you can go to birminghamcigars.com and order.
.com. Nice. Okay. Well, that's good. This has been wonderful. I'm telling you, man. We smoke a lot of good cigars. This one always is near and dear to me. And I'm buying some tonight, I'll tell you, because I got to stock up for 4th of July weekend. Happy 4th of July weekend to everybody.
Yeah. Heck yeah, it sure is. Man, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, I got Monday off, brother.
I do too.
Man, I'm looking forward to that.
Moly, let me tell you, I am. It's been a
I'll
week.
be at Pat Creek.
Oh, God bless you. God bless you. We'll call you, John.
I think Harris
We'll
hasn't put out
FaceTime
a
you.
schedule yet.
I may come and see you.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
I might meet y'all down there. You never know. But anyway, appreciate y'all coming by. Thank you very much for taking time out today and listening to us and what we have to say about cigars here. Yeah. We value your input. Please leave a comment and of course subscribe, share,
smash that like button.
Yes, please.
Do a heart if you can.
Big time.
Because we're enjoying, doing this from the My Father Cigars Lounge and Studio.
Indeed, my father was some of the best cigars in the world. And yes, I said the world.
The world.
Indeed.
I tell you what. But
Perfecto mundo.
Like Mr. Gary said, like it, share it, subscribe it. Let us know what you think. Podcast, leave us a review. Say how much you wish you could get a cigar that tasted like pitted prunes.
Well, there you are.
And
there
go from there.
There you are.
Other than that, I think we're looking good. All right.
Yeah.
John?
I think so. I really don't have anything to excessively babble about tonight, which is
Okay.
really rare for me.
Golly, man, I figured you'd have something
right?
to stack up on the pancakes here.
Stack up on the pancakes.
All right.
All right. So remember, Mr. Garrett.
Oh,